Parents, what do your kids think they're hiding from you? My 14-year-old daughter Ashley thinks she's this master of deception. For the past 3 months, she's been sneaking out of the house every Tuesday and Thursday at exactly 6:30 p.m. She tells me she's going to study group at her friend Madison's house. Always Madison, every single time. She grabs her backpack, kisses my cheek, and says she'll be home by 9. But here's the thing Ashley doesn't know. Madison's mom, Carol, and I are in the same book club. We text each other constantly about our kids, and Carol mentioned that Madison has violin lessons on Tuesday and Thursday evenings. So where exactly is my daughter going twice a week with her backpack full of books? I started paying closer attention. Ashley would come home with her hair smelling like French fries. Her clothes would have this weird chemical smell like cleaning supplies, and she always seemed exhausted, but in a good way. One Thursday, I decided to follow her. I know, terrible parenting, but I was getting worried. She walked 6 blocks to the downtown area, then disappeared into Murphy's Diner. I parked across the street and watched through the window. Ashley was wearing a black apron, carrying plates of food, and refilling coffee cups. My straight-A student was working as a waitress. I sat in my car for 2 hours watching my daughter hustle around that diner. She was good at it too. Fast, polite, always smiling. The other workers seemed to like her, and customers were laughing at whatever she was saying. But why was she lying about it? We weren't rich, but we weren't struggling either. Her dad and I both had decent jobs. She got $20 a week allowance plus money for movies and clothes when she needed them. The next morning, I confronted her at breakfast. How was study group last night? Good, she said, not looking up from her cereal. Madison's having trouble with algebra, so I helped her. That's nice. What did you study? Just math stuff. You know, equations and graphing. I almost called her out right then, but something made me wait. Maybe I wanted to see how long she'd keep lying, or maybe I was curious about what she was really up to. 2 weeks later, I found out by accident. Ashley's backpack fell over in the hallway and all her stuff spilled out. Along with her textbooks and notebooks, there were pay stubs from Murphy's Diner. But that's not what shocked me. What shocked me was the bank deposit slips. Ashley had been saving every penny she earned. In 3 months, she'd saved almost $800. I looked through her room that night after she went to bed. Hidden under her mattress was a college brochure for the art program at the state university, the one I told her we probably couldn't afford. Inside the brochure were printouts about scholarships, financial aid, and student loans. She'd highlighted everything about work-study programs and part-time jobs for college students. There was also a handwritten budget in her notebook. She'd calculated exactly how much money she'd need for the first semester: tuition, books, room and board, art supplies, everything broken down to the penny. At the bottom of the page, she'd written, "If I work 15 hours a week for 2 years and save everything, I can pay for my first year myself, then scholarships and loans for the rest." My 14-year-old daughter wasn't just sneaking around for fun. She was planning her entire future and didn't want to burden us with a cost. The next Thursday, I showed up at Murphy's Diner during Ashley's shift. She saw me walk in and her face went white. She probably thought she was in huge trouble. I sat at one of her tables and ordered coffee. "So," I said when she came over, "how long have you been working here?" She started crying right there in the middle of the diner. "I'm sorry, Mom. I know I lied, but I really want to go to art school, and I know it's expensive, and I didn't want you and Dad to worry about money." I hugged her right there between the coffee machine and the pie display. "Honey, you never have to hide something like this from me. If you want to work and save money for college, that's amazing. I'm proud of you." "Really? You're not mad?" "I'm not mad, but next time just tell me the truth, and maybe we can talk about college costs together instead of you figuring it all out alone." That night, Ashley's dad and I looked at our budget and figured out how we could help more with her college fund. She could keep working if she wanted to, but she wouldn't have to carry the whole burden by herself. Ashley still works at Murphy's Diner, but now she tells us about her shifts. She even brought us there for dinner last week so we could meet her coworkers and try the pie she's always talking about. She's got almost $2,000 saved now, and we've matched half of what she's earned. Between her savings, our contribution, and the scholarships she's applying for, art school is looking pretty realistic.